Is my thought dependent on the quality of the chair? Is my thought dependent on the quality of the chair? No. Can I create a thought, what if the chair breaks even when the chair is perfectly fine? Yes, I can. Which means my thought is not dependent on the quality of the chair. This chair is my situation in life right now. And chair is perfect, which means situation is perfect. And yet I'm able to create an imperfect thought. What if the chair breaks? Which means my thought is not connected to the situation. Is it also possible that three legs of the chair are broken and I'm balancing on one leg, and yet my mind creates a thought perfectly fine? We can manage fine in this. Is it possible? So, which means again, I can create a perfect thought in in the most challenging situation, because my thoughts and situation are not connected to each other. Situation is outside, thoughts are inside. Situation is not in my control, thoughts are completely in my control. And my thought is not dependent on my situation. My thought is dependent on me. And that is why on the same chair, 5 people will create different thoughts. Chair is the same, situation is the same, but 5 people will create 5 different thoughts, because the thought is not dependent on the situation. The thought is dependent on the creator. And who is the creator of the thought? I. And what all can a thought do in my life? What's the power of a thought in my life? What's the power of your thought in your life? What all can the mind do? Very good. It can bring you up or it can put you down. What else can a thought do? What all does your mind, like for example, what all does your phone do? Your phone, what all does it do today? Your phone disturbs? Yeah. Right. Now let's look at that line again. If the phone rings and we're saying the phone disturbs, the phone disturbs. Let it ring. Let it ring. Let it ring. Don't put it off. Let it ring. Sister, the phone disturbs. The phone disturbs. The phone disturbs. The phone rings. The phone disturbs. The phone rings. Now, when I say the phone disturbs, I start saying the phone is the cause of disturbance in my life. Not true. The phone is the cause of comfort in my life. Of course, I can connect to people. Wherever I am, I'm able to trace my family. I'm always connected. I can message. I can send my emails. I can order online. I can click your beautiful picture. I can listen to music. It's the most comfortable technology I have today. It's very comfortable. It's a blessing for me. Hannah? Yes. There's so much we can do today which we were not able to do because somebody created this beautiful piece of technology. Now, when that phone rings here in a group, I create a thought, why did the phone ring? And like you so sweetly said, why did they get it in the first place over here? They shouldn't have got it here to the program. And if they have got it to the program, at least they should switch it off. These phones don't let us sit in peace anywhere. And then we said phones are the cause of stress. And when I said that, I conveniently avoided looking at the authentic cause of stress. Where was it lying? The cause of stress? The way I thought when the phone rings. The phone music was so beautiful. है ना? Right? Soothing, nice. It's like meditation music, soft, beautiful ringtone. And somebody's taken almost 20 minutes selecting the best ringtone on their phone. And we all spend time selecting very nice ringtone, experiment with all the ringtones. This is the most beautiful, soothing ringtone. And somebody else comes and says, phone disturbs. No. Never say to anything outside that this disturbs. Because if I say this disturbs, I don't look to healing there where the disturbance is. And where's the disturbance? When do I get disturbed? Is it necessary that I will get disturbed every time the phone rings in a gathering? No. When will I get disturbed? When will I get disturbed? Only when I create a thought, why did the phone ring? Why could they not switch it off? Do not they have basic courtesy, basic manners? Switch off the phone when the phone stopped long back. Mind continues. Now, 200 of us, phone rings. Will each one of us create the same thought? No. Someone will create 10 wrong thoughts. Someone will create 5 wrong thoughts. And somebody will create one nice thought. It's okay, she forgot to put it on silent. And someone will not even create a thought because it does not need a thought. Who needs to create a thought for that phone? Only? Only? Only the one who has to put it on silent. Rest of us, do we need to create a thought for that phone? Not at all. But we created a thought and wasted our energy. Now, next time the phone rings, what thought will we create? Next time the phone rings, what thought are we going to create? No thought. Do not create thoughts for those things which are not in your, not only in your control, which have nothing to do with you. Why? Wastage of energy and wastage of time. And then we say, I'm so busy, I have no time because I'm spending most of my time thinking about things which have nothing to do with me. I had gone to meet a family, and the brother was doing his meditation. And when he came out of his meditation room, he says, Sister, my wife finds the same 15 minutes when I will meditate to talk to her sister. And he says this is becoming a regular habit in our house, that she will find the same time to make a phone call and to talk to family. I said, it's okay. What? He said, why is it okay? Why can't she talk before I meditate? Why can't she talk after I meditate? Why does she need to talk while I am meditating? It's very irritating. And while he was saying this, in India, we have hawkers selling the vegetables and fruits on the road. And when they are selling on the road, they have to shout out about it. You know? And then there was this hawker there shouting his whatever he was selling. And I said, is this not disturbing? And he said, what is not disturbing? I said, this noise, this person on the road is shouting. He said, no, not at all. Obviously, he has to sell what he has to. So, what is so disturbing about that? I said, because he's louder than your wife. He is louder than your wife. He's telling me, sister, don't be so unreasonable. He has to sell all his vegetables before the afternoon. What he accepted did not disturb. Where he expected, that was disturbing. It was nothing to do with the noise outside. It was to do with the noise inside in response to the situation outside. So we only need to create a thought. Phones ring. And not just for today, for a lifetime. Just create one thought here. In a gathering, it's possible that someone can forget to put the phone on silent. Phones ring, and that is absolutely okay. And if they ring, it's only beautiful music, and it's fine. Is this noise disturbing you? This is noise. As a noise, this is more disturbing than that beautiful ringtone. But when it comes to the phone, we have a very solid set of expectations. Whereas with this ambience noise, we say like, it's okay now in a hall, all these little things happen, so it's okay. So we don't create the disturbing thought. We accept doors will open. We accept ducts will make noise. We accept there will be people walking outside. But we expect phones will be silent. So who's creating the disturbance? Phones disturb? No. Who disturbs? My thought. Who will silence it? My thought. And what will be the thought which will create the silence? What will be the thought which creates the silence? What is the thought which creates the disturbance? Why did they not put it on silence? What is the thought that will create the silence? It's okay. And next time, we won't even create a thought when it rings. And we've shifted from terror to peace. We've shifted from terror to peace. Most important, we've shifted from expectation to acceptance. We've shifted from not entangling our energy in everything that's happening around us. Because if we get entangled with everything that's happening around us, which has nothing to do with us, we are creating wrong thoughts for everything that's going on. And when I'm creating wrong thoughts for everything that's going on, I am contributing towards the disturbance in the world. In one part of the world, something happened today which was not right. No one's saying it was right. It was not right. Okay? But how many people were involved in that not right act? 2 people. One person did something wrong with another person. 2 people. But the remaining 2 billion people only read or heard about it on media. 2 people created a wrong thought, and 2 billion people only read about it and created. How could they do this? Look at what a mess the world has become. Every day there is something happening. Don't know where we are heading. How many thoughts can we create like this? How many people had created the wrong act? 2. How many people created the wrong thought? At least 2 billion. And 2 billion people created how many thoughts? At least 5 thoughts. So 5 thoughts multiplied by 2 billion. And when 10 billion thoughts radiated onto the planet, the energy of the planet shifted from peace to turmoil. Now, when those 2 people indulged in a wrong act and 2 billion people heard the news of what happened, could those 2 billion people have created a right thought? So that the 2 billion people together could have shifted the world from that little turmoil that got created. They could have shifted the world to peace had they created 10 billion peaceful thoughts that day. And what could they have done? How to create a right thought when someone's done something which is incorrect? You know what incorrect is happening in the world is same as she forgot to put her phone on silent. Now, if we look at it ethically, we'll say it's wrong. She forgot to put her phone on silent is wrong. How many people forgot to put the phone on silent? One. Remaining 100 people, what did they create? What did they create? Wrong thoughts. How many wrong thoughts? 5 wrong thoughts per person. In the room, what's the energy? 500 wrong thoughts. 500 wrong thoughts in response to one person having forgotten to put their phone off. And we say it was that one person who created the turmoil in the room. No, it was those 500 wrong thoughts which created the turmoil in the room. What if 500 people would have created a thought, it's okay, she forgot. It's okay, she'll put it off now. What is the energy we would have radiated in the room? 500 peaceful thoughts. The world would have shifted from turmoil to peace. At the Brahma Kumaris, we have a very beautiful thing which is called World Meditation. Every evening, 6:30 to 7:30, we create meditation which is for the world. One more phone, no, sister? One more phone. And that's why we should accept phones ringing. Every day, 6:30 in the evening, we meditate for radiating peace into the world. And one Sunday, the third Sunday, all over the world we meditate together to radiate peace into the world. And when anything happens in any part of the world, whether it is a natural calamity, whether it is a man-made disaster, instead of getting sucked into what happened, why it happened, how could they do that, we meditate. Meditate to send healing energy to those who are in pain. Meditate to those who are suffering. Meditate for those who have inflicted that suffering because they are also in pain. That's why they did something what they did. And if all of us do that together, then one attack will finish at one attack. But if all of us get questioning, why did they do this? How could they do this? Look at people, they should be this. Then one attack takes it forward to many, many, many more till we've reached a stage where it's not one city, one country, one community. It is the world is in turmoil. The world was never in turmoil. It started with one place. The rest depended on everybody else, how they thought about it, created those energies, radiated it.